Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Joy and today we're going to do a long braided ponytail. So right now we're just starting with the molding. We're going to make sure that everything is laid as much as we can. I am using old hair. I don't even know how long it had been since I had done my hair. I really think I washed it like 2 days prior and just had it slicked back in a ponytail. So I blow dried it out and put it in a ponytail. And then we started with the Edge Factor Edge Booster in the strawberry flavored scent. I love it. It's not flavored, it's scented. But I love this stuff. When I tell you it will slick your hair down like none other. Because my hair, was kind of old or whatever, it took me a little more work. But if you had really just freshly blow dried it, it would just lay down effortlessly. I really love this product. So yeah, right now your goal is just to get it as sleek as possible. Feel free to use whatever products work for your hair. I used what works for mine, but I just kind of comb the product through. I'll put a little bit in the middle of the back of my hair to make sure that I've gotten it, as slick as possible, and then brush. So you're just slapping in as much product as possible, and you can be heavy-handed, but just put the product on there, comb it, and brush it. Put the product on it, comb it, and brush it. Like I said, I was being a little bit lazy and I was pressed for time. So it is another method for you to just layer your hair. And so starting in the middle of your hair, putting product around it, putting it in a ponytail, and then putting more into it, layering it with product and putting it in a ponytail. That'll give you a super, super sleek look. But my hair, I don't really have to go through that much process. I mean, the tightest part of my hair is the crown of my hair. So once I get that part laid down, my edges are going to always be smooth no matter what condition they're in. So I just kind of did a little shortcut and just kind of worked it in there. But there's definitely other methods to slick your hair if your hair is thicker or, tighter curl patterns or anything else like that. Oh yeah, and I forgot to introduce my new brush. Y'all, that curved brush that they're selling now in the beauty supply stores, and it is perfect for my little peanut ass head. It curves right around where my little noggin, curves at. I don't even know how to explain it, but it works. I love it. But anyways, back to business. As you can see, I sprayed the free spray and then we blow dry. Spray the freeze. Spray the freeze spray. That's the got to be free spray. And then you blow dry it. And then I just keep repeating that until I feel like it's hard enough, molded enough. And feel free to take the ponytail down if you need to, retighten it. You'll see me do that a few more times as well. But the goal is just to get your hair as slick as possible, as much as you like. If you like a little wave, do you, boo. But just get your ponytail the way you like it. So now that the ponytail, I am satisfied with my ponytail and where my hair is, I'm going to go ahead and tighten up the rubber band, make sure we're all good to go, and it's time to lay these edges, boo. So with the edges, I still went back through with the Style Factor Edge Booster. I, again, love this stuff. It is perfect for your edges as well. They will be super laid. I don't really do the whole baby hair thing too much. I just make sure, I look, kind of cute today. So that's what you'll see me doing here. So now I'm sure y'all probably like, what is she about to do right now? Right now, I'm just trying to make sure that my hair is going to blend well with the braiding hair. A lot of times you'll see flyaways or that your hair doesn't blend well as you're actually braiding it because you didn't use product on your real hair to blend it with the braiding hair. So right now, I'm just using a little bit of beeswax, and so I'm just working that through my hair, and then I'm using the freeze spray just so that it can stick together and hold while I'm braiding my ponytail. So after I got my hair pieces together and making sure that I separated the pieces in the sizes that I would want them to be, and then I had added a little bit of color in there, so I pulled those pieces apart as well. I also used another kind of hair that I just had left over for this part right here. This is a method that I saw on YouTube that I wanted to try. It wasn't really my favorite. I think I'll just stick with the whole braiding the ponytail and just taking a piece and wrapping it around next time. This was a little bit difficult. I will say that it probably helped me blend my hair even better. So, I mean, it just depends. I probably just need to try it again and not be trying to like rush and do it. But so basically, as you saw, you just lay your hair out and you wrap one half of the hair up in your ponytail and you leave the other half out. Once you have put it in a ponytail, you take the other chunk, you flip it over, and then you pull the small piece out that you see that I'm combing now, and you're just going to wrap that around the base of your ponytail. So as you see me do it, you'll see I'll comb through it. I'll use a little freeze spray, whatever you can do to get it as tight and as sleek as possible. You know, some people like to go for the kinky look, so maybe you might want to avoid the freeze spray, but just wrap that piece around your hair as best as you can. Like I said, I did not like this method because as you see the pieces started falling, the other half that's not in the ponytail was just really difficult. So this method is kind of just tricky, and I wouldn't really suggest it if you are a beginner. So now that you have wrapped this completely around the base, you're going to use the freeze spray to seal it, and then you're going to wrap that piece until it's like tucked under. You're going to use the blow dryer just to seal it to make sure it's nice and you know, set. And feel free to use as much or as little freeze spray as you like. I tend to drift on the light side just because I don't really like my hair to be too hard. I don't like that hard look. But if that's what you're going for and you really want to make sure that this goes nowhere, feel free to use as much freeze spray as you need to, but don't heat that shit up because it will turn white on you sometimes. So because I did use some leftover hair, it was a little bit tangled, and then I put it in that ball and it got even worse. So I did have to comb it out, but just separate your hair into 3 pieces, get it prepared. And like I said, blend your real hair with the braiding hair. So as you can see, I combed it together and I made sure some of that beeswax was kind of mixed in with the braiding hair. And then now I'm going to make sure that I blend my hair and tuck it with the braiding hair. So now we begin the actual braid. As I'm braiding, I'm just making sure that the hair is as straight as possible. I'm really pulling my real hair with the braiding hair to make sure that it's blending, and that I'm getting that braid as tight as possible while adding more hair. I'm also going to use just a little bit of product in places where I see that my hair needs to blend better with the braiding hair, but not too much, because you don't want your braid to be too stiff or oily or anything like that. So just be as tight as possible. Be sure to pull through and to make sure that your hair is blending with the braiding hair. Once I get past my real hair, you can braid as fast as possible or do whatever is best for you. But on those first couple of braid patterns, make sure that you get your real hair blended with the braiding hair. That's the most important part of this process. And just a quick reminder, if you're anything like me, when you're braiding, you're probably going to turn the braid what's best or most comfortable for your hand positioning. Sometimes you have to watch that, because that's how your braid tends to turn, or you see those braids where they're different shapes and sizes and stuff like that. And that's something I'm still working on. And so as I got to the end of my real hair and added the last little bit of braiding hair to that braid, I turned my hand in a way that I can see exactly where my braid kind of shifted in its pattern. So definitely just be more conscious of that, and don't be afraid to go back up and pull some back out and re-braid it, just so that you can get that clean look. I think that's something that we all forget we could do, is kind of start over to clean up that braid. So now that our braid is done, we're going to add a rubber band to it. And now we're going to move on to perfecting it and making sure that we are styled correctly. You see that I just kind of fluffed the braid a little bit, check the positioning, make sure that everything is where you want it to be. Now it's time to reveal those edges, boo. So this was actually my Halloween look, so I wanted to add a little razzle dazzle to it. And I decided to add some string that I had just in my little hair drawer. So I decided just to wrap it around the base of my hair. The only thing that I will suggest is to not pull so tight. I was pulling for dear life like I was wrapping the hair around, and it messed up the form of my base, and I didn't really like it as much. And you'll see me kind of work to try to fix it the rest of the video, but definitely try not to pull as tight. It's just string. It doesn't have to, you know, cut the circulation of your base off. Again, this is where I got trigger happy with the freeze spray. Definitely freeze spray the base of your, well, the bottom of your braid. You can freeze spray that as much as possible, but I decided that I wanted the braid to sit up a little bit more, so I tried to freeze spray where the base was, and because I put so much product in it in the beginning and that beeswax, it just really caused it to turn white with the blow dryer, and I was really upset about it. You'll see it on my face very shortly. I was very pissed right here. But I mean, you can fix it with just a little bit of water. Spray the water onto your hair and it'll kind of fix it a little bit. But other than that, feel free to use the freeze spray at the bottom of your braid. I did dip it as well. I did that after I did my makeup. But definitely just watch where you put the freeze spray at.
Things just falling apart. I'm bootleg. You know what? Fuck this shit. This is what I don't need. This is what I do.
Y'all about to learn very soon how crazy I really am. But we are all done. I hope that you really enjoyed this video. I hope that you were inspired to try it on your own. The long braided ponytail is very easy. Anyone can try it. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.